Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Megyn Kelly. Girl, did you not get fired from Fox? Remember she got fired back in October 2018 over some backlash on her she defended the use of using blackface in Halloween costumes. I mean, wow, racist America never takes a break. So recently, I'm sure we all have heard about the Supreme Court ruling that the TPS protection for Haitians and Syrians is now over. There's no protection. And a country like Haiti, if you haven't seen it recently, it is horrible. Basically, all the politicians have fled, and it is still being run by gangs. There's no organization to the country. You're just basically living life on the edge on your own, which is very sad for the Haitians because, in particular, and Syria is still war torn, but in particular for Haiti, I think you're basically sentencing these people to death. In Florida, there are a whole lot of Haitians, especially in Palm Beach and around. There are a lot of Haitians that I've seen there in Florida, uh, and a lot of them have businesses, entrepreneurship. Oh my goodness, take the ball and run with this. So a lot of them, they have the ones I know, made successful lives. I know a book dealer. He was selling books, and he showed me, taught me the book dealer game, where he was making $200,000 a year. It then got bad. He started making maybe like $110,000 a year on his book deal, and he was like, "Hey, I'm making less money. This isn't what I thought it was. Things change." That's a different story, a different video. So I know a lot of them have been very, very successful. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. So let's listen to what she has to say. Unfortunately, but she strikes again. Maybe she's trying to be relevant since she got fired from Fox. But listen to what she has to say. She strikes again. Really, girl? Going on for over a dozen years. Go home. Get out. We know our country's better than yours. That's because we filled it with our work ethic and. Whoa, whoa. I gotta stop right there. She said, "We know our country's better than yours. That's because we built it." Girl, who's we? Because I know what she's not referring to, mistakenly her ancestors. No, 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 no. Here she is, wrong again. We built it? No, the country was built on the backs of my ancestors, kidnapping people from their country, bringing them over here under the threat of death, rape, assault, splitting up families, having grape farms, and forcing people to work in servitude while you stand there, your ancestors stand there, diabolically, unimaginable evil, under the threat of death, and forcing other people to work for you while you stand there. Because we know some can't stand in the sun too long, you might start to blister up. Even the sun is your enemy. But that's the reality. We, girl, who's we? It's not you and your. No, 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 no. Other people did the work. What you built, it was built on the backs of slavery. The White House today, built on the backs of slavery. It's built on the backs of theft. It was nothing uncommon for them back in the time to sit up here, a black farmer on a lot of land, kill you, murder you, then go downtown, wherever the little place was, to the records building that they had. And history has shown it. It just changed out the date. Okay, so they just killed this black man over here, yeah, and they forced his family off, to run and flee. And so now we're going to go ahead and take his farm, and now Billy owns it. That's where a lot of the generational wealth has come from. You don't believe me? Do your research, unless you've been up under a rock. Oh, yeah, not uncommon at all. Just go ahead and just take it. Just go ahead and take the land. Okay, now that's mine under theft. So, built, people have inventions. You just take it, put your name on it. Now, look who invented this. Yeah, right. History is what? His story. But the reality behind it can be totally different. So this right here is like, wow. Again, she stands corrected, but she's just trying to get the little folks riled up, make herself relevant again. The payout package, when I Googled it, was 69 million from Fox when they let her go when she was fired. So this right here, Money Megan, oh, she needs some attention. That's why I think she set this on her show. But let's continue with our nonsense.
Culture and our values. You being here only dilutes it for us, those who built it and live it. And half of you people, more than half, you won't assimilate. We don't want you. We don't care if you're offended. Get out. Go home. Go back to fucking Haiti. Sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm thinking about our friends in Ohio.
Wow.
Who've been dealing with these TPS Haitians for years now, who are drunk driving all over their towns and killing people. This is the whole cats and dogs thing. Like, they don't want to live like Americans live. And this was supposed to be a temporary, it was supposed to be temporary help. And it's turned into another backdoor way.
So she said it was supposed to be temporary help. Is that right?
And this was supposed to be a temporary, it was supposed to be temporary help. And it's turned into another backdoor way of allowing someone permanent residency here. And they take advantage of all of our public services and
Wow. They take advantage of the public. So you think Haitians are the only ones who do this? Corporate America, Wall Street takes advantage. Again, as I said in the prior video, almost everybody's on welfare in this country. Corporate welfare, the subsidies, the cell phones, the utilities. You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. But I'm trying to understand, it definitely has a racist element because she only labeled Haiti. What about Syria? What about Syria? She didn't mention Syria. They're no longer protected by the TPS. She didn't mention Syria. Why is that? Specifically Haiti. Wow. So with the TPS protections being removed, the people are going to lose their work authorizations. And guess what? That once they find you, I kid you not, that when ICE shows up, you go right then and there. There's no let me go get my family. There's none of that. There's none of that. You go right then and there. And guess what? Check this out. The people affected, it says the ruling strips removal protections and work authorizations for roughly 350,000 Haitian nationals and 6,100 Syrian nationals. Wow. So it stripped the work authorizations. So you can't go to work, then that means you won't be able to survive and feed yourself. So just basically, I feel like a sitting duck. A sitting duck. So some people that have individuals working in these businesses, don't be surprised services are affected. And the case is 25-1083 Mullen versus Doe. This came down, June 25th, 2026, 3 days ago. And people are panicking. People are panicking. Some of the videos I don't even want to watch because, they're scared. And if you haven't seen, just check out recently what is going on in Haiti. What is going on in Haiti? You're going from and we have problems here in America, of course, but you're going from civilized society here where you have, you get in trouble, call 911, things of that nature. We have systems here. Over there, it's like a free for all. Again, last I checked, and it was like yesterday, it was reports saying that all the officials or politicians, they've already ran. they're gone. And that, like they said months ago and before, it was run by gangs. That's just it. So I'm like, what if something happens? You're on your own. And you have to understand too. I've heard this from people from other nations that come here, that sometimes when you leave a poor nation and you come to America, you do not want to come back because a lot of people will be very angry with you. It was crazy to me. I was told this. They'll be very angry with you that, oh my God, you've been to America. They'll be very angry with you. Can you imagine how you're going to take you? You're home. You're just leaving it. I just saw in Miami, a man was held up in a home and it was like, hey, he doesn't live here. And it's like, well, what happened? It was a home in Miami that a family had owned. The family was from Mexico, and the whole entire family got raided by ICE. The home was clean. So this guy, he just went ahead, broke in, and just moved in and just started staying there. And everybody knew, oh yeah, the furniture was still there. It was clean and neat. Whole family was taken out by ICE. That's what happens. So these people will be leaving their homes, their businesses. You're basically leaving with what's on your back, and could be separated. School is out. A mom and dad goes to work. If they're caught up by one of these, they're caught up. They'll pick the mom up, pick the dad up. They're not trying to okay get you guys together. No, the kids will probably know. I guess when they see the families, that they're not coming back home. That's going to be the painful reality of this. Taken to a deportation center and dropped off there with what? I don't know if and I thought about, okay, let's say a person has a debit card. Man, going over there with those gangs with an ATM, that's probably already been run through. I mean, it's just crazy. If you look what is going around, it is not uncommon to see men just walking around with weapons. I mean, long gun weapons, just walking around with weapons. It looked very dangerous and very scary. Look at Syria. You think they're finished building back? But here's my question: Why? Why? Why she only picked out Haiti? She didn't mention anything about Syria. To me, that's the racist element. That's the racist element. She only mentioned Haiti. What about Syria? The other countries involved. So yeah, I think she's just trying to be relevant again. She's probably bored. No one's checking for Rich Kelly. No one's checking for her. She's trying to get her base riled up, guys. And I'm glad she's off Fox. I'm really so. Oh my gosh, this girl. So let me know what you all think about this. Why didn't she mention Syria? Why did she not mention? She only singled out Haiti. Why is that? I think it's quite clear, just like it's clear when she defended the use of blackface for Halloween costumes. Wow. So yeah, trying to make yourself relevant. Got history all wrong. What we build, girl. Who's we? Who are you referring to? Because we all know the landscape of the country. Who built what? We all know who built 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The slaves built it. We all know, check history. A lot of people that were taken from Africa, oh, in case you didn't know, they were doctors and some were scientists. Why would you do that? To bring them over here for your evil plan. Too weak to do it yourself, too lazy. It's built on the backs of other people, built on the backs of my ancestors. But you want to know how to what we built, your way of life, stealing other people's inventions, and then putting your name on it. And then after you done stole everything, your ancestors done stole everything, they want to come with everybody else. You need to learn to work hard. Tell your ancestors that of this country. So just wrong and racist. Anyway, let me know what you think about what I call pathetic need attention. Megyn Kelly. She strikes again. Again, she must want attention, but she only mentioned Haiti. Syria was also on the list. Yeah. Racism, in my opinion, is at it again. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out.